Now introducing the Boston Celtics. At guard, number 11, Peyton Pritchard. Starting at center, standing 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Gary White. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 7, at forward, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Las Vegas. We've got Ball out there with Edwards. Then it's Ball, and it's Giannis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Boston, and in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Porzingis in at center. It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
The finish, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Giannis grabs the miss. Ball against Brown. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Tipped away. Here's Ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Porzingis with the rebound.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Celtics have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Ball. Connects on the foul line jumper. Ball's got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Let's see those next moves.
With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Celtics trail by 12. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. No good with the triple. Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fires from deep. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Las Vegas?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kate is checked in. Harris comes in for Tatum. Dort, he's checked in for White. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. And Paul with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's the Celtics with the ball. After the basket by Las Vegas. Here's Harris. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
The offensive rebound. And to Kumbo. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 6.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Now here's Brown. Nothing on the board. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a
Wow.
slam!
Gracious.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Jordan against Ball.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And then Ball slams it in.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Now, here's Brown. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Ball with the rebound. Dort against Edwards. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Harris from the arc. And it's wow! He nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell, that's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Las Vegas, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Tatum out there with Harris. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Holiday in a point. That's the Boston 5.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. He's averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Tatum against Ball. Harris, right side. Ball with it, picked up by Harris. And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Jason Tatum here. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Harris, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot open.
And Edwards slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Tatum. after the basket by Las Vegas. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Ball against Holiday. And he can't stop the run as he misses. For Las Vegas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The 3 from Tatum. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 7.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
Ball from long range. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Stolen by Ball. And up before again for Las Vegas. Running the court. Launches it. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Pass to Harris. Shoots the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
How's that for a response? Harris, a guy you love having on your team.
Tries the spin move. And Ball puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And Ball with the block. Ball with it, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. No one covering. Ball's got 21.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Dort against Ball. Harris outside. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Las Vegas. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he may never be an all-star.
Oh, wow. Gotta love that one.
Wow.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Left side, Harris. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Ball with the bucket.
Whether it's playing the facilitator or scoring role, Ball is an all-star caliber guard.
Here's Holiday. And he lays it straight in.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard.
There's a minute left in the first half. And the dunk by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Count that one. 14 points for Anthony Edwards.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Ball against Brown. And finished off by Brown.
I'm not going to lie, Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Ball. And it's off from three-point range. Las Vegas has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Stolen by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so it's Las Vegas, able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm gonna let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seized the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court right now for Las Vegas, we've got Antetokounmpo. LaMelo Ball is out there with Ball. Then there's Howard. And it's Ball in at the three. Celtics shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pritchard passes to White. Driving in. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Oh, wow.
Goodness, man.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. White against Ball. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Ball slams it in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Pass to Pritchard. Howard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Ball with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pritchard passes to White. Now Porzingis. And here's Tatum for three. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Brown outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
There's Brown with the three. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one. For Las Vegas, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, Las Vegas score.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Brown outside. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. They could use a bucket. He lays it in. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Deep 2 from Ball. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Howard with the steal. Here's Giannis. Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Hands it from downtown. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Antetokounmpo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cade is checked in. Tobias Harris comes in for Tatum. Dort, he's checked in for White. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Ball. It's stolen by Harris. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Dort. Tries again. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Howard can't hit. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Up and in on the layup. Brown's got 8 points.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
It's stolen by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. That's good from Harris on the assist by Brown. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. And so it's Las Vegas, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Tatum. He's out there with Harris. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it.
Oh,
wow.
yes. And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
The Celtics shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. The deep 3 from Tatum. Rebound collected by Levine.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Ball. Rebound, Boston. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Here's Holiday. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Yep, it counts.
Over the course of his career, Levine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
And then Ball slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, Ball has some nifty dunks up his sleeve, effortlessly getting off the ground to bash that one in.
Pass to Tatum. Outside, Dort. That 3 off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the shot goes in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Dort. Tries yet again. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Aaron Holiday.
Bogdanovich. Peyton Pritchard.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Dort wide open. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Count it. Good. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Harris, looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Ball's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Levine, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Uh-oh, Zach LaVine, he's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And here's Tatum for 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the jam by Levine.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Bogdanovich goes in. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Ball's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ball finds Levine. Ring shot on the way. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing as well at the defensive end.
Good on the shot.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Bogdanovich, and the layup is good.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
And here's Las Vegas. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that one, good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Las Vegas.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Here's Levine driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. And Levine, here we go. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Tatum against Ball. Shot from 12. And that one's good, Tatum.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just having fun. I think our guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving. We were defending. We were having fun. So that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back.
All right, David, thank you. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and we'll see you next time.